What's up everyone? Hope you're all doing well, having a great day. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed,
It's week 6 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Browns and the Patriots, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
I'm doing a Malik Willis Saints rebuild so far 10-0. That's what's up.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his 2nd season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him.
Mac Jones is the laughing stock of the NFL. He's thrown 10 interceptions. LOL.
Many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand.
Lol, be nice if he throws one here.
Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Nelson Aguilar's moved around a little bit in the NFL with stops in Philadelphia and Las Vegas. But last year in New England was brought in as a free agent to stretch the field and make big catches downfield. His turn this time for a target, and he gives them a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And again, it's Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Browns in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Still 1st down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Two seconds to go, first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on second down. Jones, and caught by Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They hand this off to Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. Off play action. Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
What's up, everyone? Hope you're all doing well, having a great day. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, Mac Jones is the laughing stock of the NFL. He's thrown 10 interceptions. LOL. Lol, be nice if he throws one here. Oops, bad kick.
You're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, and he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Jones on the return. And yet again. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over You think back to last week, they dropped that game to the Detroit Lions. Now they're trying to make amends here as they've got the football and the lead. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Jones throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 2nd and 10, Jones, his throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Back to throw again. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers carving them up with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown reception. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Chubb. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give running right is Chubb. And he's got room. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Juwan Bentley there to get him down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Following the penalty, Chubb, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Now Chubb running right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. With Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
What's up, everyone? Hope you're all doing well, having a great day. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, Mac Jones is the laughing stock of the NFL. He's thrown 10 interceptions. LOL. Lol, be nice if he throws one here. Oops, bad kick.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Jones. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones, right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Looking deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And here he's got Graham. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go up the middle with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. For Nick Chubb. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. The Pats at the line ready to go. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jones. To Henry. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jones. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Patriots send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. To throw, Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And they will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 161 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They run again on 1st down, Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Watson, his first throw of OT. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I'm not not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. But I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for Cleveland, their strong start to the year continues as they're
What's up everyone, hope you're all doing well, having a great day. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, lol, be nice if he throws one here. Oops, bad kick. Thank you all so much for dropping in, hope you enjoy the videos and live stream. If you do, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss another. Thank you all, everyone, stay awesome.